Welcome back to Whiskey with E. I'm Eric. Now today, not a whiskey with the L, without the E. We are doing the E's in beer. So without further ado, craft beer review number 180 we have Peroni Red. Alright, so supposedly this is the original Peroni, and the Peroni that is in the green bottle is the 5% one, which the rest of the world thinks is a Peroni. But I believe in the Italian market, everyone is drinking the Peroni Red. So let's give it a try. Now, I felt like trying this because on the last review, in Craftbeer review number 179, we just tried the Budweiser, the king of beers. So I figured, since it's iconically brown bottle, red kind of label, red cap, I thought, you know what, let's try this. Let's see how the Italian beer is going against the supposable American one. So here we go. Let's get it cracked open. All right, no, before we do, let me show you the bottle. Here we go. So Peroni, coming out of Asahi Premium Beverages, beer brewed and made in Italy by Birra Peroni. So Asahi must own the Peroni brand. So Birra must mean beer in Italy, I'm assuming. 4.7% in a 330ml bottle. Let me show you. There you go. So bought a 3-pack. I believe it was like $10 or something like this. Now there's a bee buzzing around me. Oh, don't sting me now. Now, I don't know how to read Italian, but if you guys want to freeze that, pause it, give it a read. The only thing I'm doing an educated guess on is where it says molto, 100% Italiano. Molto, 100%. So that to me is, this is made out of 100% malts, so it is not cut with rice like the Budweiser. So am I expecting this to be better than the king of beers? Let's find out. All right, here we go. Let's get it open. Oh my goodness, I think it's not a twist top. I need a bottle opener, so hold that thought. And we're back with a bottle opener. So here we go. There we go. Alrighties. Now, yeah, so pretty much, I don't know too much about this. 100% Molto Italiano. I'm assuming since 1846, judging by this emblem here, but don't quote me on that. Prodotta e Bari Roma Padova. Is Roma like Rome? Oh, man, I should have learned Italian. Alrighties, we have here an awesome beer glass. Found this at a Vinnie's or something, so I just thought it looked cool, so I'm using it. Here we go. Alright. And there we go. Professional porridge. Carbonation is definitely not as rushing as the Budweiser that we just had previously. Now, these are very big bubbles. Can you see that? Big carbonation bubbles. That is clear. I mean, slightly darker than the light haze, so you know it's coming across slightly a little bit darker. One finger fluffy white head. All right, here, let me show you where you can see. See, slow. See, the carbonation's moderately slow in my opinion. Big bubbles, one finger fluffy head. But you know what? Let's have a nose and a taste. Let's get it. Already you're getting more on the nose than the Budweiser, so you're getting more of that beerness quality. What is it, like the yeastiness? Is it like the slight hoppiness, biscuitiness? You know, lagers is like the hardest thing to possibly review because nothing fully jumps out at you. You just picture it as that beer smell, if that even makes sense. But let's just say there is a funk to this. That's why I mean there's just a little bit more already. You know, when you're trying those imported beers and you're getting more of a funk note, it's like yeasty or it's like malty, or I don't know, there's just something more than your typical watered down kind of style of beers, you know what I mean? This is what I'm already thinking this is going to be better than the Budweiser. Don't hate Budweiser fans. You know what, Peroni, let's give it a taste. So Peroni red, who's tried it, let me know in the comments. Do you prefer this or do you prefer the green bottle Peroni? You know what, let's have a taste. In the future we will compare the two Peronis together, so but for now let's give this a taste. Here we go. Cheers everyone. Alright, this is unfair. Alright, the Budweiser, obviously they use the rice as well for extra smoothness, but this is pure 100% malt. So would you even compare a non 100% malt to something that uses rice as well? I'm thinking this has more funk. You know, the carbonation isn't like a stinging carbonation or anything. It actually goes down very smooth. It's actually very crushable in itself. I believe they are very close in percentage. This was 4.5. This one's 4.7, I believe. 4.7. Yeah, I mean, they're two different animals, guys. They're two different animals. Italian, supposable American, made in Australia. Makes no sense, eh? Anyways, let's have another sip. Keep in mind, it is still early. I mean, not that early. Past 12, definitely. I just winked. Right level of carbonation. It's not stinging, it's more smooth, carbonated. That funk comes on right at the end. You could almost say it's like a hoppy, yeasty funk or something, but I just look at it like it's the imported beer funk, you know? It's obviously not hoppy, like bitterness, like when you're drinking your craft beers. This is a lager, but it's that imported, you know, overseas kind of vibe of a lager. That's what I was kind of expecting out of the Budweiser, but now we know it's one of those easier drinking beers. So there you go. I mean, do I prefer the Peroni over the Budweiser? As something with extra funk, extra kind of flavor to it, then yeah, you would probably prefer the Peroni red over the Budweiser. I mean, what would I even rate this? We'll work that out after we slam this down, but I'm trying to not rush through this, guys, but keep in mind, it does get flatter, it does get warmer the longer we take, so I'm gonna go have another sip and then we'll have a little thought, eh? Definitely reminds me of definitely like a German kind of beer, or like it's that funk, guys, it's the funk. Now, if you don't like a beer kind of funk, then you're not gonna like this. You would honestly rather prefer the Budweiser, all right? Something easy drinking, something not too funky, something that's just slammable, crushable. This is still crushable, but you got that slight funk there. Now I can understand why in Italy everyone is just drinking this, because honestly, it's not a bad beer. 100% malt, you know, compared to the non 100% malt version, I believe. Don't quote me on that. is the green bottle 900% malted? Now I'm thinking they probably maybe cut that with rice as well, like the Budweiser. Who knows? Anyways, I'm going to be repeating myself, but let's test the chuggability, and we'll give you the final breakdown. Here we go. Definitely sessionable, very crushable. Yeah, you can slam that down, no worries. The carbonation isn't that stinging, numbing your tongue carbonated. It's actually nicely carbonated, kind of silky almost, very smooth. You are getting that beer funk, but it's a bearable beer funk. It's not nothing overly too unbearable, as in funk levels. So honestly, as a rating, what would I rate that out of 10? For a lager, pure malt lager, I don't know. You'd have to go 7 out of 10, right? There you go. I mean, you can even give it an 8 out of 10. It's doing its job, guys. What do you expect from a under 5% lager? You know, sometimes we judge things too harshly because I'm already visualizing something that's higher in strength, more flavorful, but that should just be on another level in its own. So for what it's doing, maybe it's a 10 out of 10. I'm just judging it in a sense where I'm like, how could it be any better? Man, maybe we're just gonna have to do a whole bunch of cheap beers blind, see which one we like best, and then that's how you would totally rank things and work it out. But for now, let's say, do I recommend you try the Peroni Red? Yes, I recommend you try the Peroni Red if you like your imported kind of funky beer notes, but not too bad. Still under 5%, so you're not going to get too smashed drinking the 3, you know. There you go. Like I said, the 3-pack was like $10 for, you know, craft beer. Well, that would have been 1 beer, guys. So there you go. Not bad, 4.7%, easy drinking. Yeah, I recommend it. There you go. I think 7 out of 10. Like, comment, subscribe, drink responsibly, don't drink and drive, and yeah, let me know, do you prefer the Peroni Red or do you prefer the other one? We're gonna call it the other one, the green bottle with the white label. We're gonna do a future video where we compare the two, but until then, I will catch you all next time. Yeah, not bad. Peroni Red, who's tried it? I recommend it. Let me know in the comments which one you prefer. Do you even like Italian beer? Have you tried any Italian beer? Let me know. Alrighties, laters all.